By command of the Senate, we have convened this convocation for the conferring of degrees. Madam Chancellor, the candidates stand before you. The congregation awaits your pleasure.
Please proceed. As the Marshal proceeds to place the mace, ceremonial symbol of the authority of our university and its holder, I declare open this convocation for the conferment of degrees. I would like to welcome parents, students, staff, alumni, and friends to this ceremony. We're honored to recognize the successful completion of significant academic work by these graduates. Please join me in congratulating these fine scholars.
Good afternoon. Please remain standing for the official greeting by Elder Irene Barbeau, followed by the national anthem sung by Marin Piggin.
Hello, everyone. Wajagamswa. Irene Barbeau is my name, and I belong to the Albany First Nations, but I grew up in northern Quebec. Today I will be saying the opening prayer, both in English and Cree. In the Cree is my dialogue, Swampy Cree. Creator, we thank you for this beautiful day as we prepare to send these students off to their new phase of their life. And we give you thanks that they were able to finish their program and that they will be successful in their next journey of their life. We ask you to guide them, nurture them, and give them peace in their hour of need, and that you will guide them as you see necessary, because life can be difficult at times. Amen. Chamanadu, Tanaskum Nan Onich, Kapsumutishikat, Gamak, Nui Chanan, and Katskutamajas, just a Quiskuta Haited, Nanto Aptakoa, Sagoyo, we have a seat. Gamak the Jewish hats with the Yamwa, Nadanta Tats. Mush Tanaskum Nanga, Jewichito, the Witumudo, Dan how jaded, I got state to Koa. Agmagan Yaskum Dats, Jewichito, Joshua Meadow. Make way.
Please be seated. Madam Chancellor, distinguished guests, colleagues, members of graduating class, my name is Rafiq Gubran, and I am the Vice President, Recession International at Carleton University. I welcome you to Carleton University Spring Convocation, a celebration of the success of our students. I would like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the traditional and unceded territory of the Algonquin Nation. I would also like to highlight that today is the National Indigenous Day. I'm accompanied on the platform today by our Chancellor, Yaprak Baltagiolu, and by Dr. Benoit-Antoine Bacon, President and Vice Chancellor. I acknowledge with pleasure today's honorary graduate, Helen Branswell. We are also joined this morning by the Vice President of Students and Enrollment and University Registrar, Suzanne Blanchard, the Dean of the Faculty of Public Affairs, Dr. Brenda O'Neill, and the remainder of our platform party composed of faculty deans and associate deans, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, members of Carleton's faculty and staff, and emeritus professors. Please join me in welcoming today's platform party. Before we proceed to the granting of degrees, we have to attend to another very important and very exciting part of today's convocation, the awarding of the honorary degree and the delivery of the Convocation Address. Madam Chancellor, it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce our honorary doctoral recipient, Helen Branswell. Ms. Branswell is a senior writer at STAT, a news outlet focused on health and medicine, where she covers infectious diseases and global health. Ms. Branswell began her career at the Daily Gleaner newspaper in Fredericton, New Brunswick, before joining the Canadian Press in 1986. She was the CP's medical reporter from 2000 to 2015. Her journalistic excellence has been recognized with many honors, including the George Pollock Award for Public Service, the Victor Cohen Prize for Excellence in Medical Science Reporting, and along with her colleague, Ms. Branswell was the 2020 Pulitzer finalist for breaking news and for coverage of the COVID pandemic. Madam Chancellor, in recognition of her outstanding career in health science, infectious disease, and global health journalism, exemplified by her stellar coverage of the COVID-19 pandemic, I request that you confer the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa upon Helen Branswell.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors and upon the recommendation of the University Senate, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Congratulations.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, graduands, and honored guests, I am deeply humbled to receive this honor and would like to thank Carleton for recognizing my work in this way. But today is not about me. This is your day, and I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all you soon-to-be graduates, the members of the class of 2022 gathered here today. You've worked hard to make this day a reality, and you deserve this opportunity to revel in your accomplishments. The COVID-19 pandemic will have made the last 2 years incredibly challenging, and it will have changed your university experiences in unexpected and unwelcome ways. But you have persevered to your great credit. I've been reporting on COVID-19 since the beginning of January 2020. And I've spent most of that time seated at a desk in my apartment in Boston. For the first 20 months of the pandemic, I couldn't come back to Canada to visit with family or friends. It was a very isolating time. I'm sure many of you also experienced isolation and separation during the past couple of years as well. And some of you will have experienced loss. To you, I extend my sympathies. In that context, it is really lovely to see you all here together, surrounded by your family and friends. Zoom and other online tools that we've used to stay connected during the pandemic have been a lifeline. But celebrating together makes this a much more joyous event, does it not? After today, some of you may continue your studies in an academic setting, but for a number of you, and maybe even many of you, this marks the end of your academic endeavors, at least for now. It doesn't, though, mark the end of your education. The tools you've acquired and honed here at Carleton, learning how to analyze and synthesize information, to meet deadlines and juggle multiple assignments, these will now help you as you navigate in a different arena. You're going to be looking for and finding jobs, joining workplaces where you'll need to learn an organization's language and culture, as well as how to work within it. You will learn how to perform a particular job and move from it to others as you climb corporate ladders or make course corrections in your careers. You'll have to learn how to work under bad bosses. In every career, unfortunately, there are a few bad bosses. I hope you encounter very few of them and that your time under them is short. Keep in mind when this happens that there are great bosses ahead of you. And when you become a boss, make sure you're the good kind, not the bad kind. You will need to learn how to find the right balance between work and all the other parts of your world, your relationships, your family, your mental and physical health. This balancing of work and life outside of work is one of the most crucial skills you'll need to acquire in the next phase of your journey, and it's a difficult one to achieve. With constant connectivity, there's so much pressure to erase the lines between work time and your time. Protect your personal time, your family time, the time you devote to the non-work endeavors that feed your soul and replenish your energy. But I would also urge you to work hard, because hard work leads to good work, and work that is rewarding. I'm talking here about psychological rewards, not financial ones, but those come from hard work too. We spend a lot of our lives working, and I would urge you to find work that fulfills you. That can be easier said than done at the beginning of a working career, when your resume is short and your expertise is still being developed. But lean into the areas that interest you and explore them with gusto. Bring curiosity to your work. Keep an open mind. Be a good colleague. Be an eager mentee, and when it's your turn, a supportive mentor. Give back. I know that you're not all journalism and communication students, but I beg the indulgence of those of you who are not, because I would like to address my people for a few minutes. Journalism has been going through a rocky period of late. Jobs can be hard to find, and especially at the entry level, salaries aren't great. That aside, it is just the best job around. If I counted the days I was bored at work on my fingers and toes, I would have digits to spare. I wish you good fortune as you try to find entry into our field. And I beseech you to comport yourself with integrity. We live in a highly polarized world right now, made more so by news outlets that profit off of fomenting anger and dissent. This type of journalism is eroding the foundations of democracy and rending the fabric of our communities. It is more theater than journalism. Don't use your skills that way. As you embark on your careers, Understand that you will make mistakes. We all do. Every journalist I respect hates making errors. The trick is not to get defensive when you do. Acknowledge the mistake, fix it as fast as you can, and thank the person who pointed it out to you, even if their tone was snarky when they did so. The reality is they have done you a favor. Some of you probably have plans in place, jobs or at least internships that are awaiting you, and a roadmap for your immediate future. I wish you well in those endeavors. But I suspect some of you are feeling today the way I did decades ago when I got my single degree, a Bachelor of Arts in English Literature. Truth be told, I don't remember much from my graduation day. I don't remember who gave the Convocation Address, and I don't remember the pearls of wisdom he presented to me and my friends. It was 1978, so I'm pretty sure it was a he, though. What I do remember from that time is a swirl of emotions. Sadness, because I knew that my friends and I would not be together as much going forward. There was also a sense of readiness. I was ready to be finished with school. But there was also anxiety because I had no clue what I wanted to do with my life. I struggled for a bit, but I eventually stumbled into journalism by complete serendipity, and I consider myself profoundly fortunate to have done so. It has been for me a highly fulfilling and rewarding career. The period of transition you're embarking on may be challenging, but you will find a way, your way. I hope for you that you get as much from that journey as I have gotten from mine. Congratulations, class of 2022. Go forth and prosper.
Thank you, Dr. Branswell, for your words of inspiration. Students, it is now time to proceed to the presentation of degrees by examination. As each student is presented on stage, we will announce their name and we will indicate if the student is the recipient of a medal. You will find the terms under which the medals are awarded outlined in your program. I now call upon the Marshal of Convocation to read the words of the warrant.
Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Carleton University Senate, I certify that all the candidates being presented to you today in person or in absentia have successfully completed their programs of study as prescribed by the Senate of this university, and that Senate has awarded these students the degrees they have earned. I accordingly request that you confer their degrees upon them.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors and upon the recommendation of the University Senate, I confer these degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto pertaining.
Will the doctoral candidates and their sponsors please come forward? Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the candidates who have completed the course of study for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Melody Carden. As long as it's healthy, prenatal health, disability, and biopower. Melanie has also been awarded the Senate Medal for Outstanding Academic Achievement. Kathy Dobson, whose work is entitled Living in Algorithmic Governance, a study of the digital governance of social assistance in Ontario. Nadia Sayeda Hai, whose work was entitled Framing the Western Jihad, a grounded theory analysis of Inspire, Dabiq, and Rumiyah magazines. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the candidates graduating with a doctoral degree at this ceremony. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts please come forward? Darnell Newton Dobson. Paris Jefferson. Alexander James Milton. Tag Morgan O'Mara. Azil Kazaz. Ahmad Mohammed Mohana. Yue Ming Song. Keshni Casey Tavanethan. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Journalism please come forward? Haneen Al-Hassoun. Zachary Delaney. Jonathan Chunyin Gott. Kevin Kieran Filipupia. Sarah Natalie Pledge Dixon. Taylor Brooke Redder. Kim Nuok Cindy Tran. Joseph Jackson Everett Tunney. Cassandra Lida Yanez Layton. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the candidates graduating with a master's degree at this ceremony. Will the candidates for the degree of Graduate Diploma in Migration and Diaspora Studies please come forward? Adesola Segun Adalaya. Sabrine Saeed Osman. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the candidates graduating with a graduate diploma at this ceremony.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Communication and Media Studies honors please come forward? Afra Ahmed. Oyen Consola Blessing Ajaya. Khalud Bashar Al-Kawalde. Dana Amar Al-Seder. Julia Adriana Amato. Nada Mazen Anan with distinction. Anwesha Anand with distinction. Atreyi Anand with distinction. May Apinawem. Dorota Babiakova. Erica Nicole Baird with distinction. Natalie Barhum. Ashley Allison Boisvert. Colin Anthony Boudreau with high distinction. Chiara Rosa Brombozzi with high distinction. Chiara has been awarded a Senate Medal for outstanding academic achievement. Stephanie Barbara Fulop Birch. Anya Olivia Carey. Caitlin Carter. Kevin Jacob Caswell. Haley Marie Coates. Faith Kimberly Cormier. Catherine Ann Cowley. Sabrina Morella Dodlen. Riley James Duns. Gwyneth Egan with high distinction. Aaron Aitman with with distinction. Yusur El Sawi. Danielle Marie Fitzpatrick. Bethan Pascali Ford. Iqbal Hassan. Caitlin Maisie Tsi Havens. Yisu Hu with high distinction. Stephanie Hubert Leboeuf with high distinction. Victor Hewitt. Jason Hum. Rachel Chiwendu Ibe. Joshua Timothy Isles. Grace Brigitte Teresa Ingraham with high distinction. Emma Lisbeth Johnston with high distinction. Emma has been awarded a Senate Medal for outstanding academic achievement. Morgan Holly Jones with high distinction. Morgan has been awarded a Senate Medal for outstanding academic achievement. Akash Kalia. Mila Maria Casanda. Andrew Thomas Kelly. Ashley Louise Kelly. Yilei Kong. Hannah Mary Ellen Leister. Sean Paul Lamore. Matthew Lim. Jacob Brian Lumgare. Lala Fatuma Mega with high distinction. Sophie Louise Marvel with distinction. Madeline Kate McCready. Sean Dean Maurice McLaughlin. Rachel Fiona Moskovich. Maria Mubin with distinction. Camille Andrea Nemich with high distinction. Olufemi Samuel Olu Ubodina. Tse Han Oi. Mutsi Peng. Savannah Hope Platt. Jonah Christopher Poirier. Crystal May Puguan with high distinction. Shirley Getsia Russell Kingsley. Matthew Leonard John Shaw with distinction. Shafan Aaron Skeen. Deanna Buscemi Todisco with high distinction. Deanna has been awarded a Senate Medal for outstanding academic achievement. Lauren Trebles. Min To Trung. Lauren Christina Walker. Stephanie Faith Walsh. Zihan Wang. Alexandra Weeks. Maya B. Went with high distinction. Keith Charles Will. Alina Jeanette Wilson. Yanlong Wu. Hangyu Yang. Anas Zeman. Jiani Zhu. And that concludes those graduating with the Bachelor of Communication and Media Studies honors. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Communication and Media Studies please come forward? Monica Leslie Anthony. Antoine Bouillod Wu. Hexin Cao. Nathan Joshua Carter. Aliyah Marie Case. Newman Dorsainville Charles. Danielle Cormier Serre. Yuchi Feng. Kaylee Kathleen Hand. Mohammed Ziad Jarudi. Jichin Lee. Lauren Madigan Sinclair. Neve Kathleen Margaret McKay. Cassidy Nelson. Waveen Nakobok. Scott Nicholas Shacker. Courtney K. Shannon Keynes. Jordan Alexandra Summers. Fei Chung Yao. And that concludes the candidates graduating with the Bachelor of Communication and Media Studies at this convocation.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Journalism please come forward? Isha Afan with high distinction. Naira Ahmed. Christiana Violet Alexiou with high distinction. Christiana has been awarded a Senate Medal for Outstanding Academic Achievement. Amira Ali with distinction. Hamza Mohammed Jawar Ali. Yasmin Amr with distinction. Miriam Mazen Amr. Noor Azria with distinction. Mark Bahensky. Jonathan Harold Baines with high distinction. John David Linton Balser. Matthias Bessay with distinction. Jasmine Gandhi Bimani with high distinction. Leslie Ann Bakhtor. Bryn Victoria Briata with distinction. Natasha Belowski with high distinction. Miranda April Cayley, with high distinction. Natalie Marie Chakomansine. Cameron Alfiro Chadad, with distinction. Rose Marie Dannon, with high distinction. Rose has been awarded a Senate Medal for Outstanding Academic Achievement. Emanuela Duamfour. Kendra Ann Dyer, with high distinction. Michael Walter Edgar. Kaylee Rebecca Goldman. Ariel Alexis Parker, with high distinction. Ariel has been awarded a University Medal from the Faculty of Public Affairs. Elisa Sophia Harris. Zoya A. Hill. Erin Jennifer Hood. Adam Azar Hussein. Sami Islam, with high distinction. Emma Elizabeth Jackson, with distinction. Ralph Dario Jean-Jacques. Mia Renee Jensen, with high distinction. Kyle Daniel Leonard, with high distinction. Michelle Lang, with high distinction. Abigail Jean Lynch. Anise McNeil LeBeau, with high distinction. Melissa Elizabeth Marchuka. Sophia Marnouge, with high distinction. Maurice Rita Matar. Leah Maureen Matthews. Natalie McGrath. Jacqueline Mary McNeil, with distinction. Piper Justina McWilliams. Kieran Joseph Morgan. Kimberly Louise Moriarty, with distinction. Tala Mutadi. Mena Nayal. Matthew Ryan Newell. Catherine Jane Newman, with high distinction. Tobin Ng, with high distinction. Tobin has been awarded a University Medal, Faculty of Public Affairs. Liselette Noort. Sarah Nicole O'Leary. Jillian Keitha Peebles. Jillian Sarah Piper, with high distinction. Kristen Ray Taskovitz, with distinction. Sadana Kuwai, with distinction. Alex Michael Reel, with distinction. Tuvana Sahinturk. Kale Schlachter. Galeen Silvavajayan, with distinction. McKenna Renee Smalley, with high distinction. Harriet Ruth Smith, with distinction. Maya Helen Agnes Smith. Kendra Elaine Squire. Austin Hunter Steves Bartlett. Talar Babujian Stockton, with high distinction. Benjamin James Sylvester, with high distinction. Amy Lauren Thompson, with high distinction. Jesse Charles Thomas. Jonathan Raymond Tuvel, with high distinction. Camille Vinette, with distinction. Rachel Louise Watts, with high distinction. Rachel has been awarded a Senate Medal for Outstanding Academic Achievement. Rebecca Elizabeth Ida Weston. Nathan Gerardus Wilson, with distinction. Sydney Jane Ray, with high distinction. Rawan Magdi Yusuf, with high distinction. Anton Zhang, with high distinction. That brings us to the end of the Bachelor of Journalism degrees. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Media Production and Design please come forward? And Madam Chancellor, this is the first time this degree is being conferred. Charles William Arp. Laura Hassan Mahmoud. Everett John Rama. Benjamin Edward Simmons. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the students graduating with a bachelor's degree at this ceremony.
Congratulations to the class of 2022. Now, it's my pleasure to invite President and Vice Chancellor Benoit Antoine Bacon to the podium to provide some closing remarks. Please welcome President Bacon.
Oh, everybody, what a great day. And the best part of a day like this is to really feel all the love and all the support for our outstanding graduates. So how about we do it one more time? Congratulations, class of 2022! Félicitations tout le monde. Just last week, we were able finally to honor the classes of 2020 and 2021. It was long overdue, and it was just great to finally be able, 2020, 2021, thank you. It was so great to be able to celebrate their success, and today we celebrate the outstanding class of 2022 with a full in-person convocation right on time, right after the completions of your degrees, and that makes me just so happy, and I want to extend all my congratulations to each and every graduate present today. Let me also, if you'll allow me, offer my congratulations as well to Dr. Branswell with my great thanks for being here today and for your inspiring remarks. Really wonderful to have you with us today. Yeah, indeed. Parents, family, friends, thank you so much for joining us today to share in the success of our graduates. You can be extremely, extremely proud, and I know that you are. Students, like many of you, I came to Carleton 4 years ago, exactly 2018, and well, if I was a student, I would be graduating with you today, and oh, I wish that I was. It may surprise you that even though I'm quite old by your standards, I remember my convocation like it was yesterday, even if it was, well, 25, almost 30 years ago. But I guarantee you that you'll remember today for a long, long time, because convocation's important. It's a rite of passage. It's a border. It marks a crossing from one world, the academic world that we all know and love, into the next. Rites of passage are powerful. They remind us to pause, to reflect about what is happening today. This is important. This is important because we make it fully official that the personal and professional journey that you embarked on all those years ago as your much younger selves is coming to a close today with tremendous success. This is a long-expected ending. But much more importantly, it's a new beginning, and to be at the beginning of something is such a joy, and to always find ways to be at the beginning of something is one of the secrets of life. I know that you'll be off to a great start in your post-university life. And if some of you are a bit worried about this, just a bit worried about this, remember that there's no rush. The best things in life manifest themselves when we are ready. We're all on a long journey and we can't control the future. No one can. But you do have complete control of what you do in the present moment. What saves a person is to take a step and then another step. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. I invite you to give serious thought to the values you will hold yourself to as you tackle this new phase of your life. What will be your guiding principles? And I'll offer 4. Starting with resilience, and the pandemic has taught us all about resilience. And you've shown that you're tough, and that will serve you through your whole life. 2 is purpose, because we don't want to drift through life. We want to move with purpose, because out of purpose comes meaning, and we want meaningful lives. 3 is compassion, and I've learned a lot about compassion throughout the pandemic. It's important to remember that we all carry a burden, that these times can be tough, and that we need to be compassionate and kind to one another, perhaps more now than ever. And finally, 4 is gratitude. Gratitude for everything that we have. For every day that we have, because every day is a gift, an opportunity to work hard, to learn something, to make a difference. Class of 2022, you'll always be a very, very special class. You graduated in the middle of a worldwide pandemic, a 1-in-100-year event. You learn lessons that will serve you throughout your lives. You can be exceptionally proud, and I invite you to feel that in your heart. Don't let the moment pass. Feel how proud you are, and you can be sure that we're exceptionally proud of you. Please keep in touch as you make your way into the world. I can't wait to see all the great things that you will do. And remember that your alma mater, Carleton University, will always be here for you. We're coming towards the end of our ceremony. It's now my great pleasure to invite all graduates, family members, and guests to a post-ceremony reception in our beautiful Raven's Nest. I would ask that we please rise for the retirement of the academic procession, and once the platform party and the students have recessed, please follow us to the reception. Everyone, that's our ceremony. With our heads and hearts full, your convocation is dismissed. Thank you, merci beaucoup, miigwech. Congratulations to our great graduates. Congratulations, class of 2022. Thank you so much for coming.